As we move on to our next Women's Challenge quarter-final, it is Poland taking on China. Poland, who was so very close to becoming a core team on the World Series, just beaten by Japan. In fact, in the final of the Challenger Series, taking on China, who had been a core team, who know how to play on the big stage, and are very well coached as well. Melody Robinson alongside for this one. Tricky, but there's such a good atmosphere in this stadium that these women for really to try and rise to the occasion.
Well, absolutely. The atmosphere here lifts you as a player. You do focus on what you're doing out there, but if there's something you do well and there's a big cheer from the crowd, you really love it, that's for sure. You mentioned China. They're a very strong team. This is going to be a really interesting contest because Poland, absolutely, they could take them down.
And a couple of real speedsters in each team. Małgorzata Kaude for Poland and Chen Kuyi for China. See if those two go head-to-head. It's Poland in the red, China in the black, as we are underway in our Challenger quarter-final, banged down long by the Polish captain, Karolina Jastrzębie.
Yeah, that's not a bad tactic, getting some territory, pushing it down there, and now they'll really attack that Chinese line out. You know, this is 50-50 ball, it's not necessarily guaranteed. So let's see what Poland do if they can put a player up in front of the jump up and steal it.
Xiaoyang to throw, and that's a pinpoint line out throw. A nice quick ball off the top for China to work with a well-drilled side, coached by a legend of the game, and Sei Kulini-Sao. And they've manipulated a nice bit of space here. Have China early on. Oh, massive crunching hit coming across from Katarzyna Paszczyk.
I love it, Paszczyk. We love a big hit. That was a set move from China coming back to this left-hand side of the field. There you see it there. Boom.
Well, she's a mariner in the Polish Navy, tough as nails. Katarzyna Paszczyk. Nice line-out ball for Poland this time to work with, but wasn't expecting the return past Klichowska. Luckily, China had got up offside, so Poland get the penalty.
The referee being very tough on that 10-metre rule. If you take a quick tap, defence has to get back 10 metres. Some of the refereeing so far today, that's for sure, have let the quick taps go and let play go on.
Tap and go from Natalia Palmieta for Poland. That's a nice ball wide for Paszczyk. She's got a lot of space, needs some support, lays the back nicely. Left back will come and clear Klichowska. Passes sticking so far. Oh, big collision. Ball and players at the same time. They've both popped straight back up, and it's advantage still Poland's way. Must have come off a Chinese hand. Boy. No question that these players are up for it this morning. Klichowska. Nice little bit of footwork as well from Palmieta. Ball spills away though. So China, after a period of defence, a chance to attack. Yang Meiling able to clear. Here is Chen Kuyi, the most experienced of the Chinese players, and a real speedster in his second World Cup. Oh, nice little dummy. Good last line of defence, though. Zhu Xiaoyan it was who made the run. Chen Kuyi can't bring that one in first time, but tidies up nicely. So nice and patient from China at the moment. But Poland's defence is well connected. Change attack here from Yang Meiling. The chaser coming in is Liu Xiaoxin, but it's tidied up well for Poland. And the flyer, Małgorzata Kaude. Good strength to wait for the supporting players, but it's going to come on the Chinese side. Great work blowing over. And there's a real wrestle for it. Zhu gets on with things. China have just worked their way upfield well, and now a little bit of room just shut down from Wang Xiao. It's energy-sapping stuff from both teams. Oh, another ball and player at the same time. Yang Meiling did really well and then get the offload away for Liu Xiaoqin. And China will streak in for their first try.
Are they tired? Are they exhausted? Well done, China. That was an amazing passage of play. She's smiling because she knows it. Some beautiful variation, what China were putting out there. And it finished off with a traditional push out to the wing. Lu Chao-chin with the 5-pointer. Poland were working hard on defence. We saw kicks, we saw switchbacks, and we saw the wide play. This is awesome.
See the work on the face. All effort from China.
Hardly any errors so far from both of these teams. It's really good classic sevens.
Conversion too from in front, so China strike first, 7 points to 0.
16 passes from China all up and 8 from Poland. Impressive.
Restart's not going to go the 10 metres, or, well, we bang on about them, don't we? Restarts and sevens, particularly after you've just scored points.
This is always interesting to me because when you're in the middle of the field, you've got an option left and right and plenty of space. It's taking the scrum, they've loaded their numbers to the left-hand side, Poland. They've got the player just in the middle there who can switch either way. And China have absolutely no defence on the left. That's the way I'd go with the halfback.
Pass check, feeds the scrum, and away she goes to the left, looking to get the speedster into it. Instead, it's the captain, Yashchishin, for the line. Oh, just dragged down from Koyi. Did she get it back? Got it down, just try given, and some concern, I think, over Carolina Yashchishin, and Chen Koyi, the Chinese player, was the first. Oh, gut-busting.
Well, they went to the left-hand side, Poland. Let's have a look here. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yep, they went straight to the left-hand side, and there were actually 3 defenders on 2 attackers somehow. This Chang Sheng got through there. See Koyi on the screen.
Well, she knew straight away, didn't she, that their opponent was, and I think it's an awkward landing on the shoulder by the look of it for Carolina Yashchishin. Chen Koyi was quick to alert the referee. Good strike back though from Poland.
Very, very good. These teams are so evenly matched. This is a type of contest we'd love to see.
We'll have a little delay here. Oh, Carolina Yashchishin, she's been a real Trojan for Poland over the years. The 34-year-old has got some problems with the knee, has just been basically holding off having knee surgery until after this tournament. And, well, we had the delay, and Klehovska, I'm going to send a message home.
And Poland done very well in the last 12 months or so, haven't they? In the European Championship. They can certainly push teams and compete very well. The majority of this team actually play together at club, don't they? They say they've got a real family feeling and culture, which helps immensely on the rugby field. It means you can really trust each other on defence, attack. You're a happy team on tour.
Lucky the hard hat costume is in action there. Certainly in a real array of colours.
Are they dressed up like those pencils that you sort of rub with your fingers and then their hair goes up?
The little troll ones. So, unfortunately for Poland, their skipper, who just got them into this match, is going to leave the field. Can't quite convert to his Palmietta, but Poland back into it. Still China just in front, though, 7-5. With just over a minute to go in the half. This kick is not quite going to go 10 metres, so just like China after they'd scored points, mistake from the kickoff.
The moments in sevens you have to get right. The kick, the height of it, the chase, making sure it meets the 10-metre line.
Yan Mei-ling, a real playmaker for them in the middle, trying to work a move, and they've worked it well so far. And here's Chinquyi. Poland's defence awake to her threat. Zhao Ying. Oh, just lands in time. A nice little bit of evasion from Wang. And good strength to get up over halfway, but they concede the penalty, China.
Great in contact, Poland. That is impressive.
Tap and go from Poland. Looking to link up. Oh, they've manipulated some space well here, Poland, to get their speedster Małgorzata Kalde into it. The former European sprint star. China again, well organised in defence. Pamieta standing in the tackle and now eventually to ground. Paszczyk has been busy. Kliowska. Going backwards here at the moment, Poland, but maintaining possession. Clearing out bodies on the way through is Malashevska, the halfback. But getting a little bit isolated though, and it's another penalty for China. We can't finish the half on a penalty. Chen Kuyi using her experience to get the Polish defence backtracking, trying to catch them off guard, and she's done really well. Now a little chip ahead. How's the bounce and the chase for China? Oh, great contest for the ball, and Natalia Pamieta does really well to save the day for Poland. And it'll be a knock-on to finish. We'll go to half-time with China just in front of Poland, 7 points to 5.
Nie bój się, jeżeli będziesz miała dobrą, spokojną piłkę, po jakimś tym zagrać daleko nogę. Rozumiecie? Wyczekajcie, tylko dajcie sygnał, nie bój się tego zrobić. Teraz komplikowane rozpoczęcia, jak chodzisz pierwsze, to nie staraj się kopnąć na metr za linią, to tam na 5-10 metrze, to było pewnie
throw the ball to Wang Xiao. He had a lot of options. We should have scored. Listen, defense, get the energy up. They're tired. I know you're tired. We score first, it's over. Let's get going. Okay?
进攻中间不要老想抢带，别人有机会，尤其第二、第三波的时候可以摆出去打的，好吧？防守内侧一定往上卡，不要让他打回来。好，把线喊起来。
你说打交叉不旋风，谁回来？一个中间绕个点，是不是太近了啊？这就是可以回来了，打活的。
Cape Town Stadium on day 2 of Rugby World Cup Sevens 2022 Challenger quarterfinals. It's China just ahead of Poland, 7 points to 5.
When you see the coaching staff of China, you can start to understand why they've added a bit of flair to their game with the little kicks in behind when there's no sweep back. I've been really impressed actually by China in this match so far because of the variation of attack that they've put out there. It's quite entertaining. And that is
entertainment now?
Ooh, yeah. Oh, there's some good outfits out there. Bit of dancing as well.
Little mate's getting into it on the stands. Another dance cam. As we get ready to go in this second half, it's tight. These teams well matched. Knocked back by Poland and tidied up by Malashevska. See the structure and organisation. Oh, good pressure coming on in defence from Liu Xiaoqin. Poland doing really well just to stand in the tackle. It was Natalia Pamieta again who's been prominent in this match for Poland, but they are hard against their own line at the moment, stepping out of a couple of tackles. Here's Anna Kliowska. untidy, though, from Poland, and they're just putting themselves under a little bit of pressure, putting each of their teammates under pressure, trying to get out of trouble now. Julia Druskala, just the youngster, the 18-year-old, and now the option just to hack it away downfield. And China, after putting all that defensive pressure on, will look to attack Zhu Xiaoqing. Will be cleared away by Wang Zhao. Looking for the runner, Chen Kuo-yi hits a hole. She's got the gas. Not sure they're going to catch her. They won't. Chen Kuo-yi goes in for China.
Magical line. Brilliant work by Kuo-yi. What she identified was she wasn't wide enough to get the outside. She knew she wouldn't get that pass. So she changed her line. See there, she changes her line and hits that hole. And just leaves Chow Day grasping for air. That was brilliant.
Chen Kuo-yi, she's been such a mainstay of this team. Their leading try scorer, most experienced player. Real leader, great leader for them. Saw her at half-time translating the coaching from English to her teammates, the instructions of their coach. And she's extended her team's lead now, 14 points to 5. Using all of their allotted 30 seconds to get that kick away. And let's see if Poland have got a response with 4.5 to play. They've been pegged down here, but that's a good bust by Paszczyk again. And nice quick recycle of possession. Again, Poland opt for the kick. There for Caldo to chase. The bounce is awkward for China, and it does fall for Malgorzata Calde. A mistake from China, and they give away a penalty too. So while the kick might not have looked like it was going to be effective, it's only as good as its chase.
It was interesting, Poland actually had numbers on the left-hand side if they had kept the ball in hand, but it worked out for them.
Poland looking to get themselves back into this match. They've lost their skipper, Karolina Yashcheshin, to injury. She scored the try. And tracking across field a little bit, Druskala, is the 18-year-old. And now look at the acceleration, sizing it up from Poland and Calde. Paszczyk, ever present, but it's good defence once more from China.
Paszczyk should have actually acted as the halfback and got the ball back out to her backs waiting. But what a lovely little run here. Super fast, isn't she? Strength also to stay up until her support play. Just getting that fend out, but beautiful defence too.
Malgorzata Calde was a European and University Games medalist in the 100 metres, a sprinter. Oh, kick, not great though in China, and it's more possession here for the Polish. Pamięta, nice little offload and great support run from Anna Klichowska, and Poland do get themselves back into it.
We'll give that one to Pamięta. Took on the two defenders from China, stood up and got that lovely little offload. Let's have a look here. Bit of an in and out. Chinese defence should have stayed out there on Klichowska. Went in, and there was a lovely little channel for Klichowska to run through for that try.
Good effort on the conversion, not quite, so 2 tries apiece, but China's converted, 14-10. Pressure coming on from Poland now. up their level, and there's going to be a card here. A sort of cynical play by China, Sun Yu.
Absolutely right. Pamieta was right up there, did the quick tap. And if she had got back 10, she would have put real pressure on that try line as we see them go again.
Speaking of real pressure, here it comes. China down to 6 and clinging on at the moment. Spot tackle coming in from Chen Kuo-Yi. Not going to stop. Oh, Kaude from there. Malgorzata Kaude, the try will be given, and there might be more trouble here for China. Yeah, a yellow card as well. And Poland go in front.
Well, let's give Poland the credit first because they pushed the ball out nice and wide to their straight strike. Kaude out there. She had a bit of work to do. Now that high tackle wasn't on purpose. It's one of those ones when Kaude slipped down. She hasn't been injured, and China just letting themselves down just with the discipline in the last couple of minutes. They've been great until then. But hey, Poland, they've stayed in the game, and look at them, they're now ahead.
China down to 5 players as well. Sun Yu and Wang Jiao in the sin bin. And Poland ahead by 1 with the bit between their teeth for sure. Julia Druskila. Now Witkowska. That's been good. Klehowska. Lots of space. And a big ball wide for the speedster. Kuo-Yi comes at her. Can't get Kaude. She's going to score a second in quick succession. And that might see Poland home.
Oh, how great is that, Poland? You've persevered. You've stayed in the game. You've given it to your fastest player on the pitch. And there was no way that Kuo-Yi could get over there and make the tackle. Fantastic performance.
Oh, absolute delight on the Polish bench, and despair for China. They had the game in hand, and then the last 2 minutes it unravelled. Poland get over China, 20 points to 14.
Well, that is sevens, baby. It might only be 14 minutes. The lady at our hotel said to me, but it's only 7 minutes. How hard can that